Hey guys, Braylon here, and welcome to an updated 2019 Full Spirit Halloween Animatronic collection. I did one back in 2017, and then I did a 2018 update, and now I'm doing a 2019 update. So I'm going to go through every animatronic that's down here, and then at the end I'm going to go through the ones in the attic. This is an update because I got some more this year, obviously, like I do every year. So here's how it's going to work. If you haven't seen the last two collection videos, I'm going to go to an animatronic, say what year I got them, their price if I can remember it, because some of these I might forget, and like a story about them if I have one. Like, you'll understand, like a story about them when I got them, if we had to return or if they're broken or anything like that, like a story about them. And then at the end, I'm going to go through the ones that were put up in the attic, either because for storage, because they didn't fit down here, or because they were broken. I'm going to go through the ones in the attic. And yeah, so that's going to be about it for the intro. Let's jump right into this collection video. So, here we go. The first animatronic is Sitting Scare Clown. I got him in 2017 for, I'm already forgetting prices, $150 I think, maybe $170, I don't know. But I got him for somewhere around there. People don't like him because he's a reskin of Sitting Scarecrow, and Sitting Scare Witch is a reskin too. But I have all three of them, and they're all three cool. He fits very well into my little clown theme. I like his face. His face is really creepy looking, like a really creepy clown. I like his phrase. When he pops up, he says surprise, and he's got a really cool outfit and detail. This box, so I guess this is the story about him. This box, my mom made to put like little clown pictures on it. It says, "Hey kids," on that side, and then on this side it says, "Take some candy." So that's homemade, but yeah, he's really cool. I like his black and white outfit. And like I said, his face is really creepy with his yellow teeth and kind of torn up face. And I think he's a really good prop in general. Moving on to a new one this year, KG the Clown. I really like KG because I really like his concept. I got Rotten Ringmaster too, but we'll get into that when I get to him. I chose to get the one with the clown in the cage because I already have Rotten Ringmaster with the kid in the cage, so I didn't want two kids in a cage. And I really like Nibbles the Clown. He is really crazy, and I like that about him. He just looks really crazy and just out of his mind. He thrashes back and forth in the cage, and I think that crazy clown look is really cool. And then KG's hair's all spiked up. You have to like kind of style it like that because it don't actually come that way. But really cool, and his face is really awesome. I like how it's like not even makeup. Like that's not even makeup on his face. It's just like carved into his flesh. Like, because that's like his flesh right there. It's like he carved his makeup into his flesh. And then there's his gums with his yellow teeth. Really creepy clown face that will really freak some people out. His outfit's white and bloody, which I like because makes him unique, not the classic striped outfits. Even though those are good, but I like that makes him unique. And he's a really cool prop in general. I like the towering clowns. I have 4 different types of towering clowns, so he's really cool and a really good addition to my little clown area. So these first couple will all be clowns because we're in the clown theme right now. Oh, and I got him this year, 2019, obviously, and his price was $200. Moving on down to Thrashing Clown. Thrashing Clown I got in 2013 for $200, maybe $150. Like I said, it's hard to remember these older ones. But he is really cool. I'm glad I have him because he's out of stock. He's one of the clowns from the 2013 Spirit Clown Train. And those are getting really, really extremely rare. And that's why I'm glad that I have Thrashing Clown, because he's a cool clown in general. He's got a creepy face, and it's just unique. And his hair, it's just all unique. I'm just glad I was able to get him. Here's the TNT box below him. Right there. And it's the original one that came in the package, obviously. And because I know that Techie Toy still sells the TNT box, so I'm just saying this is the original 2013 when I got it. I like his pants, purple and with black stripes, and his clothes, his shirt is all colorful, which is nice, and he's got a purple ruffle and blue pom-poms. Unlike every other clown I have has red, so I like that they chose to do blue pom-poms on him. I think that's really unique, and I'm so glad I have it. Oh yeah, and he's holding a meat cleaver. And we just got him in this chair. It's kind of like a director's chair, like one of those chairs you see directors sit in. That's what we have him in. But it's really cool. I really am excited and glad that I have this animatronic, and I'm glad I picked him up. Because if I didn't, I would regret it, and now I would have had to pay on eBay for like $500 to get it. So I'm glad I got it when I did. Alright, now this is my favorite of all time. There will never be one better than him. It is Creepy Terran Clown, or Grimsley the Great, but I was calling him Grimzel because I misread it, so I'm so used to calling him Grimzel, I just call him Grimzel. Now I guess that just makes mine unique, I guess you can say. He's really cool. He was my first towering animatronic, my first 7-foot animatronic. I really, really like him, obviously. He's my favorite. I like how his face is not like the classic clown face. It's kind of like a real person. Same when Waving Wally when we get to him. But it's kind of like a real person. You got the wrinkles, and his eyes are really creepy looking. Look like they're just staring into your soul. I think he's really cool. And then his mouth, he's got bloody teeth, and it's like just a creepy smile. I just really like his face. It's really creepy. And then his outfit is red with white stripes. Like half of it is just plain red, and half of it is red with white stripes. There he is. I got him in 2017, so this is the 2017 model. I think that's the best model, because I think the 2018 one was okay, but not as good as this one. And the 2019 one is not near as good as this one. They like moved the head to where it was pointing down and like changed the face very much. It's bad. So I'm glad I got the 2017 model for $199.99, so $200, which I think he was very much worth that price. Very much worth it. Moving on down to Mr. Toots, I obviously got this year, 2019, for, how come I've already forgot his price? Is that bad? I think, oh yeah, he was $129.99, so $130. He's my second favorite of this year, and definitely up there in my props of all time. He is really cool. I love the concept of him. I always thought of a roaming clown prop that's in like a clown car, so I am glad that they did Mr. Toots, and I'm glad they gave him a clever name instead of just like roaming clown car. I think it is pretty unique that his name's Mr. Toots, and I like his car. His car is orange and red that he's driving, and his outfit is white with blue polka dots, and he's got green pants, he's got a blue ruffle. His face is like the classic clown face. He's got a creepy smile, and I like how he's looking up, so like when you're standing up and he's driving, he's looking up at you. He's got green makeup above his eyes and red hair. I heard that some Mr. Toots have like chips on their nose where there's no like paint on their nose, so I'm glad I got a good one, and not one that had the chips on its nose, so I'm glad that I got a good one there. Alright, moving up further, we've got Rotten Ringmaster, and this is what I was talking about when I was on KG. Rotten Ringmaster is really cool. We ordered him, I got him this year, 2019, for $349.99. I got it off of Spirit Halloween's website. We pre-ordered it in June, and I didn't get it until mid-August because it was supposed to ship July 31st, and it ended up shipping until August 20th, which was crazy, so I ended up getting it later in August, but it was worth the wait because he's really cool. I chose the girl in the cage because that's what they have on Spirit's website. She's really creepy. She looks really scared, and she thrashes back and forth and screams. I like that they did like a ringmaster instead of just a classic clown. Well, it's called Ron Ringmaster, but I'm glad they did a ringmaster animatronic because you see all these clown animatronics. You don't rarely see a ringmaster. I like that he's got black lips and his red nose, and his eyes kind of look like snake eyes a little bit. And he's missing a tooth. He's just really creepy. He's got black hair and a top hat on, which I really like. He's got a red bow tie and his red ringmaster jacket on. He's got a striped shirt underneath, and then just black pants with black shoes, because he's a ringmaster. And I just really like the concept of him and how he's like a ringmaster. And he's like captured this girl for his next act. I like that concept of him. Alright, we're going to move down here to Chester the Jester, which I got in 2016, I believe. Maybe 15. I'm thinking it's 2016. We put him up in the attic, but we just recently brought him back down, so that's good. He's really cool. His face is like more of a jester, hence his name, Chester Jester, so I like that concept of a jester, and he's in a toy box, which is pretty cool. There's his hands and face are actually starting to chip off because I guess it's old, but if you don't touch it, it should be okay. I think he was $200, but I'm not sure. He's got green hair, and I really like his concept of a jester jumping out of a toy box, so I'm really happy that I got him too. I'm happy that I got most, but there are certain ones that I'm happy I got, and this is one because, like I said, they're not available anymore, and they're really cool animatronics, so I'm glad that I had the opportunity to get him. Alright, moving on, we have 4 more clowns left. Oh, I did not count Feed the Clown game as an animatronic, but I got him this year, 2019. Don't remember the price, but I didn't include him as an animatronic. I just sat him there, and same with Lil Zappy. I include them as props. I just sat him there to go with the clown theme. Moving up to Crouchy, which I got this year, 2019. For $299.99. Actually, my grandma bought it for me, so we didn't even pay for it. So, I'm grateful for that. For my birthday, because my birthday is October 15th, so it's this month. Was this month. Anyway, that has nothing to do with it. He's really cool. He looks like he's about to fall over, but he's not. It's because he's like kind of, well, hence his name Crouchy. He's kind of crouched over. I did not expect him to be this big or crouched this far over. In the sneak peek video, he doesn't even look, he looks to be like Hugs' height. He looks, and his head be the size of Hugs. He doesn't look to be any bigger than that, but trust me, he is. If you haven't got him, he is huge. Like, absolutely huge. And like I said, he looks like he's about to fall over, but he's not. I like that he has black eyes and his wide open bloody mouth. It's really creepy. I kind of liked the original laugh better that they used in the sneak peek. I kind of liked that one better than the one they changed it to. But the one they changed it to is okay. And then he's got his big, long, black talon-like fingernails on his hands. And his ginormous shoes. He's really creepy and will really freak some people out if they don't like clowns. Alright, moving over back there, if you can't see, it's Twitching Clown. Twitching Clown I got in 2018 for $199.99 off Spirit Halloween's website. Even though he's the same as Twitching Banshee, I like that I have him in my clown collection. I think he's really cool. He's got a yellow outfit on with blue sleeves and a white ruffle with a blue stripe on it. And he's got darker red hair than many of the other clowns. It's kind of darker. And his face is really creepy. His eyes are just like one yellow ring for people. And his mouth is really creepy also. It's kind of like dark lavender-like lips and like rotting teeth, which I think is really cool. And I like his laugh, even though that laugh is used in a lot of different animatronics. I like his laugh. And I just overall like the concept of him. I have both him and Twitching Banshee, and they're both cool. But I really do like him. And I like, well, since he's like Twitching Banshee, I like that his head bobbles around when he's twitching. And so do his arms. I really like that concept of animatronic. Moving on, we have 2 more clowns left, and then I'll move on to those animatronics back there before we move on down this way. 2 more clowns left. This one is my favorite this year, Waving Wally. I got 2019 for $199.99. I really do like him. He is my favorite animatronic of the year. He is awesome. I liked him when the leak came out. I did see the leak of the picture of the box, and I was waiting for him to come out for like weeks, and then he came out, and I loved him. And then I got him in July, at the end of July, and I just loved him. I posted on Instagram just a bunch of pictures of him because I like this animatronic so much. When he came, he was missing his eyebrow. So one of those eyebrows is painted on. The left eyebrow is painted on by my mom, once again. It's painted on because it came with no eyebrow. There was an outline for an eyebrow on his head, but it wasn't there. Only one eyebrow was there. So I was like, I expected something mechanically to be wrong with him, and then it was just a design flaw. So yeah, we just painted that eyebrow back on because the pre-orders were already sold out. So we just painted the eyebrow back on, and you can't even tell that it's painted on, and now Wally is good as new. I love his face. I like that it's a vintage clown look, and how his eyes like kind of flicker, like kind of vintage. This reminds me of vintage. And his big old nose lights up too. I think it's unique that he has blonde, kind of blonde hair. And his outfit is half white, just dirty off-white, and then the other one is black with white polka dots. He's got big red pom-poms, and his arm, I don't know what to say about that, his arm out waves. I just really like his concept, and I just like him a lot because he's my favorite this year. Alright, moving on to the last clown for this today. This is Hugs the Clown. I got him in 2018 for $199.99. I actually got him off of Amazon. It's a Spirit Halloween because I wanted him sooner. So I purchased him off of Amazon, and I got him August 1st of 2018. I remember that date. I don't know why. I really like his concept too, that he's, instead of just calling him Lunging Clown, Hugs the Clown. I'm glad that they started using clever titles for their animatronics, but I'm glad that I have him. I would have gotten him anyway because I just really like his idea, and he came back for this year, and he's probably coming back for next year. His sign says free hugs. I like that also. I just overall like the concept, and his color, his theme is kind of purple because he got purple shoes and purple polka dots and purple hair. So that's kind of his color, and I like clowns that use purple or green or blue instead of red because most clowns are red. So I just really like Hugs a lot. I think he's an awesome clown animatronic. He's got the same kind of eyes as Creepy Town Clown does, and I just like that idea. So he's a really awesome animatronic. Now that's it for the clowns. I'm going to go back here real quick because there's animatronics you can't really see back here, and I'm going to do these first before we move on down that direction. And the first one is the Harbinger of Hell. The Harbinger of Hell I got in 2017 for $199.99. There was only 4 left in stock when we got him, so that's really good that I got him at the last minute. I kind of wanted him in 2015 when he came out, but never got around to getting him, so I ended up not getting him. But I did get him in 2017 when he's about to go out of stock, and now he is out of stock, if I believe. But you can still find him on eBay, obviously. He's really cool, even though he don't move, which is a lot of people's complaint. I like that he's like pointing, and like his stance and his like little talisman, I guess you can call it, staff. And I just like that little arch in his step, and the rope, and his outfit, his robe, and his creepy, hellish red skull face. And yes, I like it a lot. I'm glad I have him. So even though he does not move very much, I still really do like him. Now moving up to the Harvester, which I got in 2012. Not my oldest one, though. We'll get to the oldest one, my first animatronic, later, if you haven't seen it before. But anyway, this is the Harbinger of Hell. This was my favorite until I got Creepy Town Clown in 2017. That crow we just added. I really do like his concept, his creepy little scarecrow face. We did have him stuck in a pot at first, but we took him out and hang him on the wall when we brought him out here. I just really like his idea and concept. I think he's just really cool. I like his phrases a lot. I think they're very creepy. I think he's creepy, probably in general. He looks good in the dark, and I just like his look and design. It's really awesome. Now, moving on to Ghostface, which is an extremely rare animatronic that I got for $100 in 2013, I believe, or 12. One of the two. glad, absolutely 100% glad I got him, and I only paid $100 for him, and now he's on eBay for like $1,000. So I'm really glad that I got him in general, and I'm glad that I got him for a cheap price. He is really cool. I just love him because he's one of those that are really rare because he's a licensed character that is just not made anymore, and there's barely any on eBay. They're running out. So I won't sell mine. I can already see those comments coming asking me to sell some of these, and I'm not going to because I just really love them and want to keep them forever, especially rare ones like this. Alright, back there in the back is Twitching Banshee. Might be able to get to her better from the other side now that we're done with those that are kind of hard to see. Twitching Banshee, over Waving Wally's arm. Got her in 2016 for $199.99. My dad purchased her when I didn't even know and brought it home, which was surprising. I'm really excited. I was really excited that I got her because I really like the thrashing concept. Like I said when we were going over the thrashing clown, I really like the thrashing concept, so she's pretty cool, and the scream is incredible. It's like really creepy, and yeah, it sounds like a real banshee scream. If banshees aren't real, but you know what I mean, like how a banshee would scream. I like that her hair kind of comes down in one part all the way down, and her outfit is really creepy. It's like dirty and see-through a little bit. Her hair's just shaggy, and her face is really creepy, and her mouth is just really bloody, and her teeth are pointy. I just really like her concept, and I'm glad that I got her. I've been saying that a lot this this video, but you're going to hear it. This video is also going to be long, so I hope you grabbed a snack, because we're already 21 minutes in. So I hope you grabbed a snack, and we still have all these people to go through. Alright, moving on to Mean Ol' Gramps. I got him in 2012, maybe 2013, I'm not sure which one. For $199.99, I believe, or maybe a little bit cheaper. We just recently got him back down to, he was in the attic, and we just got back down to, same with Chester the Jester. I really do like it. He's the only kind of his animatronic. Well, I guess you could say Wheelchair Psycho's kind of like that. But he's the only kind of his animatronic that is like kind of crazy mental patient, and he's human and not like some sort of monster or zombie or anything, which I really like. And he's getting rare, so that's good. Well, good for me, I guess, because I got a rare animatronic. I really like his detail and his outfit. And like I said, his concept, like I'm saying with most, but I really do like his concept. He's like kind of chained up to the wall because he's just crazy, and the scar on his head, like his brain has been operated on. It's just really good attention to detail, and I'm really glad like that I got him. So most of these like older ones, I'm really glad that I got. Like one we're gonna get to later. So yeah, really cool animatronic. Now we're moving down to Morning Gory, which I got in 2016 for $199.99. I love the idea of the umbrella spinning around to reveal like a kind of gross zombie face, and I like her phrases talking about mourning and weeping because she's Morning Gory. I like the mourning props. I think they're kind of like interesting. I have Grave Mourner, but she's broken. We'll get to that later when we're talking about ones that are in the attic. But I really like those prop ideas. And her face, if you get to it under there, is really detailed and creepy zombie face. Her mouth don't move, but that's okay because her face makes up for it. Her eyes light up, and there's lights in the umbrella light up. She's kind of black outfit with like a little black lacy thing over her hands and around her neck, like kind of like a scarf, and white hair. So yeah, I really like Morning Gory, and it's a good thing that I got her. Alright, moving down further to Abandoned Annie, which I got this year of 2019. Not much to say about her. This is actually the store display because they didn't have any in the box, so I got her as a store display. I like creepy doll props too. I got her, which we'll get to, and her, which we'll get to. But I like creepy doll props, and I just love the fact how good the face opening up is hidden. It just kind of looks like cracks in the porcelain of the doll, and then it kind of surprises people. Well, people that don't know it's going to open, that the mouth opens, because you just can't tell. It just looks like it's detail on the face, which I really like. And I like her outfit. It looks kind of dusty, like she's been sitting in an attic for a long time. Alright, Bloodthirsty Betty, which I got this year, 2019, for $160, I think. My mom added all of this detail, this little ABCD mat, like she's in preschool or kindergarten or something, and this little notebook that says go away, and she's got colored pencils like she drew it. So really creative, and we put this little pink bow in her hair just to make her a little bit different than other people's. Her hands are really detailed. Her outfit has got like flowers on it, which is really cool, like an actual little girl. Her face, well, let's make her pop up so we can see her face. Her face has just got blood dripping down of her mouth, and her teeth are all bloody, and her eyes light up red. Really creepy face that will really creep some people out when they see it. Moving on to Roaming Rosie Antique Doll, which I got in 2016 for $80. I like her better than the blue one. That's why I got her. I think she's creepier with her long white hair, and her face is a little creepier. And that little black bow around her neck. I think she's creepier than the blue one, so that's why I got her instead of the blue one. I'm glad. I was thinking about getting the blue one, and so I'm glad I got the red one because I like her a lot better. And this was my first roaming prop. Alright, moving on to Rocking Horse Dolly, which I got in 2018 for getting her price to $160, I think. I'm not sure. Somebody has to price check that. I knew I wanted her because, like I said before, I kind of like the creepy dolls, and she's on a rocking horse, which I really like the concept of. So that's why I got her. I think her singing, her phrase where she's singing is really creepy. And just the rocking motion on the rocking horse is really smooth and really creepy. Ones that work, it's really smooth, and mine works, thankfully. Sorry, I can't speak today. But yeah, I think it's really creepy, and knew I wanted her when I seen her because, yeah, just really creepy. Sorry, I'm repeating myself a lot. Alright, now to my second roaming prop. It is Lost Her Way. Lost Her Way I got in 2018 on the same day I got Rocking Horse Dolly. I got 4 that day. When we get to the other 2, I will let you know what they are. But I got her on the same day as the Rocking Horse Dolly. She's my second roaming prop, as this one's my first. Mr. Toots was my third. I only have 3 roaming props. But she was my second. I like the idea, like, she just don't know where she's going because she has no head. I think it's kind of weird that she can talk, but I just ignore that problem because she's cool everywhere else. She has a candle trying to navigate her way, I guess, even though she don't have eyes. She just got like a white gown on, like she just woke up from being asleep or something. And I like the little lacy, like white stuff around the top of it and around the neck. And then she's got a bloody stump. I like the concept of her. I'm not a huge fan of roaming props, but I do love Mr. Toots, and the Roaming Rosie Antique Doll and Lost Her Way are really cool, so that's why I got them. But I'm not, I don't make them roam all the time because like they get stuff stuck in their wheels and stuff, but they're still really cool animatronics. Alright, moving on down here is Cryo Chamber Corpse, which I got in 2017 for $200. I have him set on the green setting, even though like cold is like to cool, like freezing, that's what people think of. I like the green because it makes him look more creepy. I really like his face. It looks like he's been stuck in there for years because his skin is like blue. Even though he's kind of a reskin of the incinerator, I do have the incinerator, and we'll get to that in the attic part later. I like him too because I don't know, I just like it. I like the detail of the chamber, and I just think he's really cool. Alright, moving up to Sitting Scare Witch, which I got Sitting Scare Witch, which I got in 2018 for 160, 170, 180, somewhere around there, whatever the Sitting Scare props are. Once again, I have Sitting Scarecrow and Sitting Scare Clown, but I love the Sitting Scare animatronics. I like the concept and idea of them popping up and scaring you. And I think she's the best because she's hidden the best with her big brimmed hat. Like with Sitting Scare Clown, you can still see his face a little bit, and same with Sitting Scarecrow. And her hat is nice and wide, so you can't see her face at all. So it's a real shock when she pops up and screams. The only flaw I have about these Sitting Scare props is that their hands never want to stay, but that's okay. Moving up is Hazmat Zombie. I got him in 2018 for $199.99, his retail price. He was a leftover at one of my stores. I decided to pick him up because I didn't get him the previous year, and even though he's static, I like his audio. I think it's pretty creepy. I know the banging head zombie from like 2011, I think it was, used the same audio, or 2012. But he's still creepy, and his face is actually the same as High Voltage Vincent Zombie, just with different detailing on it, which that's okay because he's awesome in his own way. And I like that his hat is all cracked, like it busted open. He's got green goo all over him. He's a really cool animatronic. Alright, moving up higher than ever is Hanging Hellfiend. Hanging Hellfiend is awesome. He is my favorite, one of my favorites of 2017. Can't say my favorite because Creepy Town Clown came out in that year. But he was one of my favorites of 2017. I was thinking about not getting him because I didn't know where I was going to hang him. But I ended up getting him, and I found a place to hang him, obviously. And I'm glad that I got him because I really do love his look and everything. Really creepy face. I like skeletons and reapers, so that's a good thing. And his hands are really good detail too, but you can't see them very often because they're attached to the wall and the cloak kind of covers it, which is a shame because they're really good detail. Alright, moving down to another rare prop I have, well, rare-ish prop I have, is Cemetery Angel, which I got in 2015, so 2 years after his release, for, I don't remember his price, I think it was $200, I'm not sure. He is got to be in my top 10 that I have. I love his concept of being an angel and then he lifts up his face and it's a skeleton face. I like the concept that he's kind of like a stone statue. I really love the concept of Cemetery Angel. I like his phrases, I think they're pretty cool, and I like that he's kind of like kneeled down. I just really like Cemetery Angel's concept, so I'm really glad that I got him. And I'm thankful that I got him. I was thinking straight when I got him. Moving on down, this is the third out of the 4 I got when I got Rocky Horse Dolly and lost her way. This is Man's Possessed Friend. I got him in 2018 for, gosh, I forgot his price. $160 through $180, $200, somewhere in between there. I don't remember. I love the dog and the doghouse idea. I think it's really good. This one, out of all my animatronics, this one was the hardest to put together, the stupid top of the doghouse, and you have to put in these little screws and everything. This is the hardest setup, but it was worth it for such a cool animatronic, and it's funny that it says Bubba, to let you know his name is Bubba. I just really like the idea of the dog jumping out of the doghouse because it's realistic, so I think it's a really cool idea. So I skipped over this one by accident. It's a jumping dog, so back to the dogs. I got him for a back-to-school present in 2015, I think. Once again, 2 years late because he came out in 2013. I like the jumping props. I have 3. There was 10, I think. I have jumping spider, jumping cat, and jumping dog. But I do like the jumping props. I think they're really iconic. And I like the attention to detail. He's got kind of rabies coming up, and his teeth are all yellowing. And he kind of looks zombified. So, yeah. Speaking of what I just speak of, here's Jumping Cat, which I got in 2015. So 1 year after it was released. It was released in 2014. Not much to say about the Jumping Cat, because I like that it's fuzzy and has a green collar. So yeah, I just said I like the jumping props. So there's nothing really much to say about the jumping cat, but I got it in 2014 for $100. And same with Jumping dog, I don't know if I said. I got it for $100. Alright, moving back here, we've got Michael Myers, which I got in 2018 for $269.99. I love Halloween. It's probably my favorite horror movie, so when this came out last year, I knew I had to get it. I pre-ordered it the first day it came out, and it ended up coming like mid-August. It's okay that it's the H2O one. I probably would have preferred if they like did the original one come back. But it's okay because he's still Michael Myers and he's still really awesome. I like that he have his eyes behind the mask instead of just making it black like previous animatronics. I just knew I had to get him because I really like Michael Myers, and I didn't get a chance to get the other one because I got Ghostface, and I just didn't get it. But I'm glad that I got Michael Myers. I think he's really awesome and really realistic. I think he's made by WoYu, so they're a pretty good company. Way back there, the back, we have Boogeyman, which I got in 2018 for $199.99. He was actually a display in the store. They had him in place of, I can't remember, I think it was Nightmare Harvester. They had him set up instead. So when I walked into the store, I was like, whoa, why do they have Boogeyman set up? Sorry. And I knew I had one on him before, so I was like, I want that. So I got the Boogeyman display because I wanted him before, and he sold out really quick. So I knew I had to take that opportunity to get him, so I did. Now moving to right here, we have High Voltage Piston Zombie. Got him in 2017 for $229.99, I think. Yeah, maybe $219. I don't know. I like his concept too of like how he's like banging his head and pushing on a electric fence. I like that a lot. I think it's a really cool idea. His face is really creepy, like he's like a really creepy zombie, and his eyes don't light up, but that's okay because the fence lights up and just his banging motion. I remember seeing him in the video. I said I didn't want him because he looked kind of stupid, but when you see him in real life, he actually bangs on the fence, and I like that a lot, so I did end up getting him. Moving down to Death Row, I got in 2016 for I think it was $99.99, so just $100. He was a classic prop at Spirit Halloween. I got him like 5 or 6 years late from when he was released, so this probably ain't the original model. But I think I just had to get him because he's such a classic Spirit Halloween prop, and I do like the electric props. I like all my props, but I'm saying I like them all, but here are all the electric props. And so I had to get them just to fit in with my collection. Alright. This is the last electric prop. It's Experimental Eddie, which I got this year, 2019, for $200. Not much to say about him either, because I just got him this year. I knew when I seen him, I wanted him. I like his name, Eddie. I don't know, it just he kind of resembles a Frankenstein character, and I kind of like that too. And I just like the idea that the wires going through his head. I just like the idea that he's like just filled with electric wires, and that he's thrashing around and like kind of pulling on the wire in his head. I kind of like that idea. Alright, moving to down here, we have Deadlift Zombie, which is another kind of rare one I got in 2012 for I don't remember the price. He's kind of rare. You can't find him very often anymore. So I am glad that I had the opportunity to get him because he's really awesome. His one light in his eyes was burnt out, but we brought him down from the attic this year, and it kind of fixed itself. Don't ask me how, but it was lighting up again, and I like him a lot. He was the first zombie, well, not the first zombie, but he was one of the first animatronics. He's only my 4th or 5th animatronic. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words, sorry. Alright, here is Wheelchair Psycho. Now, Wheelchair Psycho, I got in 2018, so just last year, off of eBay for, I don't remember the price of her, but she was really messed up. The two back poles of the wheelchair were missing. There was only the front poles, and there was a rubber band missing, so she didn't like go down at all. So we took the rubber band off our broken, gruesome granny and put it on her, and it made her work, so she works now. And we just got like PVC pipes and covered them in black tape and cut them to fit in there. So that worked out too. So I'm glad that I got her because I wanted it in 2013, and just last year, 5 years later, I seen her on eBay and I was so tempted that I got her, and I'm glad that we got her fixed up because I was worried we weren't, and I'm glad we did so that I could use her today. Alright, moving on behind her, we have Zombie Barrel. Zombie Barrel was my first animatronic ever. He was my first animatronic ever. I got him in 2010, I think. So 9 years ago. I really love him. He's not my favorite, but he's up there in the top 5 probably. He's probably number 5 or 4. I really like him. I like that he's holding 2 knives. I like his detail. I think he's a really classic animatronic. He represents my collection because he's my first one, and I just really like him and so glad that I got him because I would regret it very much today if I did not get him. So I am so glad that I did end up purchasing Zombie Barrel. I call him Barrel Zombie. I always have, but his official name is Zombie Barrel. Now, behind him, the last one in this big group, we still got those over there, is Limb Ripper, which we got this year, 2019. This is the 2017 model for $199.99. Well, actually, we ended up getting him free because it's free Halloween. Felt bad for bad customer service, but technically for $199.99. He obviously doesn't come with the limb. I put that in there. His head didn't come with this body. His head was deformed, so we messaged Spring Halloween and they sent us a new head. So we took the deformed head off of the body and put the normal head back on the body. So I'm glad that we did that because the face didn't look very good deformed like that. So I'm glad they were nice enough to send us a new head to put on the body. Alright, now that's it for the big group. Now we've got only a few more, and then the attic. We're already 40 minutes into this video. This is a long video, guys. This is Little Skelly Bones, which I got in 2015 for $199.99, I think. I'm not sure. I'm glad I got him. I only have 2 swinging props because I was kind of iffy on getting swinging props because I don't have any place to hang them, but we found places to hang them. I really like his concept of being like a little skeleton boy on a swing. Like I said before, I like skeletons, so I just really like his concept. And he's kind of like in a little costume, which is kind of funny. So I like him a lot. Alright, moving down here to Demonic Dahlia, which I got in 2019 for $199.99. I have her and Jack Straw, and even though they do the same things, they are very much different. She's a possessed lady, and he's a evil scarecrow. I liked both of their designs. I liked her design because she's just in all black, and her face is really creepy with her mouth kind of slit open. So I wanted her after I got Jack Straw, so we ended up getting her, and I really like her phrase, "I told you to stay away," and I like her concept, and I like her story, so really awesome. We just have her in this old chair with kind of like creepy cloth on the back of it. Really like her, and I'm glad I was able to pick her up this year. Alright, here we have Swinging Scarecrow. We're moving on to the farm theme back there. Swinging Scarecrow, which I got in 2016 for $199.99. This is my second swinging prop. I also have Menacing Molly in the attic, but once again, we'll get to that later. This is my second swinging prop. I really like him. I like his phrases. I like his size and his detail. I know some of them have problems with their mouth moving, so I'm glad we got one that works fine. So I'm excited about that. I have nothing really much to say. I really like him. That's about it. Alright, now we are moving on to these back here. But before we get to those, I'm going to quickly go over here because the Talking Bus, which I got in 2011, I think. They were only my second animatronic ever. Obviously, Barrel Zombie was my first. I wanted to talk about them because I have them in the little prop section, but they're not really little props. Really like them. Glad I got them because they're extremely rare. You can't even find them on eBay. So I'm glad that I got them. Really cool. I like the concept of them interacting with each other. I didn't get the cherubs because I got them and I like them better. So yeah. Just wanted to talk about that real quick. Now we're going to get into the last of them over here. we have Roaming Spider, which I got with Hazmat Zombie in 2018. Don't remember his price. I think it was like $120. Really cool. So I guess he is a roaming prop, so I lied. Well, I forgot. So those are 3, so I got 4 roaming props. So he was my 3rd one then, and Mr. Toots is my 4th. I don't have any other remote control animatronics, so I wanted to get one, and I thought he was pretty cool. I liked him a lot better than the crawling dead zombie woman, so I got him instead. Alright, up here is Jack Straw. Now, Jack Straw, once again, does the same thing as Demonic Dahlia, but they're both different. We added that like little leaf and burlap at the bottom. We just got him sitting on a brown crate. I really like these jumping up props, and I wanted both of them this year, so I ended up getting them. His face is really creepy scarecrow face, and his eyes light up yellow, and I just like his design and his clothes. And like I said, I like the props that jump up really far. I thought of those props before, but I thought they would never do them, and they released 2 this year. So I'm really glad they did, because I like that concept and idea. Alright, moving on, we are to Rusty. We got a bowl down there with like body parts in it. Got him this year, 2019, for $199.99. I love his head thrashing movement and the way he raises the chainsaw. That really will freak people out, because it's like he's just crazy. He's just like about to come after you with the chainsaw. He's like head banging. I think it just makes him look really crazy and menacing, and I like that he's kind of like in a butcher outfit. He's got overalls on. And I think the body parts on the bottom just add to the effect. I just really like him, so that's why I got him. He's really cool and a creepy animatronic. Alright, behind Rusty's Forgotten Farmer, I got him for $60, I think he was. I originally got him for my birthday party, but I'm glad I got him. I got him with Cocoon Corpse. He's really awesome. I'm glad he has a scary and funny modes. Like the scary mode, he like groans, and then the funny mode, he tells funny jokes. So I like that he has 2 different modes. I think it's really makes him unique. That's just something we got from Big Lots, so I don't really count that. Right here we have Looming Strawman. Now, Looming Strawman I got in 2018 for $199.99. He's the same as Deadly Roots, but I didn't like Deadly Roots when he came out because I just didn't like the idea of a tree. And I love that they came out with a scarecrow, because that's how a scarecrow usually is, stands out like that, and then he like goes in to grabs you. I think it's really creepy and awesome. Alright, down over here we have Sitting Scarecrow. This is my first Sitting Scare animatronic, obviously, because it was the first one they released. This is when I first seen the Sitting Scare concept, and I really liked it, like reaching in for candy. I've seen videos where people dress up and they jump up, so I thought it was really cool that they made an animatronic kind of mimicking that, I guess you could say. I think it was really cool, so I ended up getting it. Him and Floating Ghost Girl, we ended up like having to drive in a humongous storm on the way home, so that was kind of a delay. We had to pull over, so yeah, it was a big storm. Alright, moving down. Nothing much to say about Jumping Spider. He's just a classic prop. I said it before, I like the jumping props. I had to get him because he's just like kind of the classic Spirit Halloween prop. So yeah, got him in 2015 for $80, I think. It was before they were $100. So yeah. Alright, Nightmare Harvester, my grandma also got me, along with Crouchy, for $269.99. He is really cool. I really like him a lot. I used to hate him, but that was before I seen him in real life and realized how cool he actually is. So I'm glad I did, because if I did not, then I wouldn't have gotten him, and I'm glad that I did get him for my birthday last year in 2018. Really awesome. I like his phrases. I like his big pumpkin that lights up. I like his face. I just like his design. He's kind of just like a mutant creature, and he's 7 foot tall, and I just really like him. He was my second 7 foot tall animatronic. Moving on, back around here, here's another kind of rare-ish animatronic. It's Poppin' Goblin. I got him in 2012. Don't remember the price. He was on sale. I do know him on that because I found his sale tag in the attic the other day. We just recently brought him down this year from the attic back in April. Glad I got him because he's rare. And he's really cool, and I don't have any other goblin animatronics, so I'm glad I got him just to make me have a goblin one, and I just like the idea of him popping out of a pumpkin, and I just think it's a really good idea, and his phrase is really funny and cool. Well, not really funny, but unique. Alright, next is Pumpkin Patch Prowler, which I got in 2018 for $199.99. Once again, I like the little thrashing animatronics, and I like that their head bobbles back and forth, so I just had to get this one. They changed his laugh, and I kind of like this laugh better. I think it's creepier. I just like his look and design. He's kind of like, looks like a tree a little bit. He's got a pumpkin head. I just really like his look and design a lot. So I'm glad that I got him last year. Alright, sorry guys for all the different cuts. If you're noticing the camera looks a little different, it's because I changed it because the other one went dead. And yeah, this is a very long video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. We're just about finished. Alright, the Howler I got in 2018 for $100. Actually, it ended up being free because when we got off of Amazon, obviously. We got it, it was all glued and messed up and broken. So we got it for free, and then we ended up fixing it. So I got a pretty rare, decently rare animatronic for free, which was pretty awesome in my book because I did not expect to get it for free, which was just really cool, really awesome. Alright, here we go with the last one out here. It is Burlap Horror. Even though he does not move, I think I got him in 2018 for $199.99. And I got him with Rocky Horse Dolly Lost Her Raymond's was his friend. Even though he does not move, he is really awesome. His voice is really creepy. His like little moans are creepy. He's like kind of a butcher, and his face is really creepy with like the burlap over his head and the little rope around his neck. I think he's really creepy animatronic, and I'm glad I got him. So like, yeah, just because he doesn't move doesn't mean he's not a good animatronic. I think he's really creepy. That's it for the animatronics out here. I'm going to quickly go through the ones in the attic so we can end this very long video. The last one was 20 minutes, so I don't know why this one's so much longer. But the incinerator's in the attic because it's broken. Menacing Molly is in the attic because she's broken. Grave Mourner's in the attic because she's broken. Gruesome Granny's in the attic because she's broken. Forest Demon is in the attic just for space, because we don't have space for him. Evil Scientist is in the attic for space. Moonshine Barrel Zombie is in the attic for space. And there's more I'm forgetting. I'm not going to say all of them because I've obviously forgotten some up there. Oh, Floating Ghost Girl's up there for space. Peekaboo Penny's up there because she's broken. Broken Spine Girl's up there because she's just for space. And Lunging Lily's up there for space. So yeah, like I said, I'm not saying all of them because there's some up there that I've forgotten about because they've been up there for a long time. Yeah, I guess Jack-O-Lunger's up there because he's broken, so that's one. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You probably haven't made it through this whole video. But this one's way longer than the last two. The first one was like 21 minutes. The second one was like 25. This one's going to be like 50. So I hope you enjoyed this video, but that's going to be about it for it. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye, guys.